I going to make predictions for this here show.
Yes!
No other show
Yes!
in the nation.
Week
the globe.
1! The Titans come to town, Jeff!
They're getting their ass kicked.
The Titans or the
Bears 1-0 after knocking off the Tennessee
All right, so
Titans.
just you got to do this by saying W or out, and then we'll keep track.
W.
At the Texans in week 2.
Gosh, I get a chance to breathe here. I mean, that's a very good team right there. Very good team with a rising offense. You could say that these are the two best wide receiving trios in the National Football League, but, you know, you got to crawl and walk before you can run. I'm going to have to go L on that one.
At the Colts the following week.
Bears are going to Indy and taking care of business. With a W there, they'll go to 2-1.
At home, week 4 against the Rams.
Okay, I want to say that, you know, you got to win more of your home games than you get in this playoff mix. I went and looked it up. Only 8 teams had 0, 1, or 2 losses at home last season in the National Football League, and they all made the playoffs. 11 teams had 5 or more wins at home. So, but man, I'm a big fan of Sean McVay and what they're brewing up there. They got a young team. I gotta say an L.
All right, week 5 against the Panthers.
No brainer, 3-2. Bears get the dub.
Bon voyage! You're going to London the next week
Okay, had a bad experience the last time in 2019. The Raiders, on the first snap of the game, decided to get extra aggressive, set the tone. Things went south in a hurry, even though the Bears battled. They only lost by 3, but that was a long trip home and a lot of angry people. So they're going to do it a little differently. Now,
Yes.
Jacksonville's good. Jacksonville is a good football team. Dub in London. Bears go to 4-2.
I love it.
All right, you get the bye. We'll give them a W in the bye.
Bears are going to win the bye.
Bears are going to win the
be-
bye, and then after the bye, you go to Washington to
All right,
face the Commanders.
Let me tell you something right now. We are cranking things up. Washington I'm very respectful of their head coach. They're going to play some good defense. They're going to make things challenging for a rookie quarterback who's learned a lot in the first 6 weeks of the season and then to rest his mind in the bye. But the Bears are coming back home on October 27th, and a little Halloween magic going to knock off Washington to go to 5-2 with the dub.
One of the worst booths in football right there, correct?
Yes, the worst. Well,
Are you
second
talking about
worst.
the
Second
Commanders
worst.
play-by-play guy and the
No,
analyst, or are you talking about
no,
the location?
Location.
And the
location. Yes. Now, we go off to Arizona.
Week 9, let's go to the desert.
Week 9, we're going to the desert in Arizona. Back-to-back roadies. That's the third of 3 games. You won't be home again for 39 days.
Oof.
They're getting a little homesick. Arizona's got something going. Jonathan Gannon knows all about the Bears because of Matt Eberflus. He worked with them. But I'm going Bears. We're 6-2.
Oh, yeah. Then they come home to take on the Patriots.
Telling you what, we got a streak going here. The mojo's going. Patriots are one of 2 teams in the NFL. They're an underdog for all 17 weeks as we sit here right now. No chance. Love the new coach. They don't got a chance. Dub for the Bears. They're 7-2.
All right, week
Wait
11.
a minute. Is this a 5-game win streak now?
Of course
How
it
many?
is.
Yes.
1,
Of course
2,
it
3,
is.
4,
Of
5?
course it is. And now.
This is the ultimate test here.
Now
So
they're
hear
at
me.
home
Hear me.
with the Green Bay Packers coming to the lakefront.
Hear me right now. The season hasn't started yet. The season starts in week 11. Whatever happens in the first 10 weeks of the season, health-wise, development-wise, because you could go back. Nothing has happened yet. This is just fun and games for the first 10 weeks. So you put yourself in position. You gave yourself some breathing room. But now you go against the big boys. You got to take the division down, right? The Green Bay Packers, enough is enough. Bears get a dub. They're 8-2.
Wow. Is there a letdown
Because-
the following week at home against the Vikings?
You know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling a letdown just yet.
Oh, boy.
I don't know who's quarterback in the Vikings by this point. Are we turning to J.J. McCarthy because Sam Darnold got hurt, couldn't do the job? Does J.J. beat him out at the beginning and lose it? I don't know. The Vikings have added a lot. The defense scares me because of the type of players they brought in. Yes, they lose Daniil Hunter. He's a Bears killer. We'll see him in week 2, of course. But I believe there's going to be a bit of a stub of the toe here. The Vikings get the win.
Wait a minute. I think you kind of. I think
set
you were,
you up.
Yeah.
I set you up.
Did you change your mind
No.
in mid-sentence?
Oh, I set you up.
Yeah, he baited that
I
hook
set
and
you
you
up.
went after it.
I set you up. All right, we go
All
to
right, listen, let's go to Detroit for Thanksgiving in week 13.
This is a real difficult situation. The Bears, though, have won their last 3 Thanksgiving games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're correct.
And the Lions, there's something with the Lions. They have trouble with the Bears. There's some mojo that isn't right. Bears should have won 2 last year. But I'm going with the Lions here on Thanksgiving.
Okay, now you got to
Let's go to the West.
2 in a row losing.
Yeah.
Now the Niners come.
Now you got to go to the Niners.
So this is the deal, man. In football, you just never know. The Eagles were 10-1 after beating the Bills in Week 12 last year. They went 1-5, and then they lost to the wild card. Jaguars 1-4 in the last 5 games of the year. Chargers were a mess. They lost their last 5 games. We've got a tough one going to San Francisco. Not a good feel on this one on a short prep.
Oh, no.
Or no, it's not a short prep, actually.
No,
you get extra time. You get extra time, but I'm going 49ers. Brock Purdy and the fellas, they're going to get the dub.
Screw Iowa
All right,
State.
then they go to the Vikings at the Vikings
All right.
for a Monday Nighter?
Right, it's a Monday night matchup. They've learned a lot about playing on the road. This is the 3rd of 3. It's not going to be simple. You got to start laying the hammer down and putting your flag in the ground. The Bears are going into Minnesota, and they're taking that one down on Monday night.
So they split with Minnesota.
All right, so you come home
They're
and you
coming
host
home.
the Lions.
This is where it begins, man. We're after Thanksgiving now. Jared Goff's numbers. Hang on a second, because I had this math down. I went through every game. I've got notes on every game already. This is what Joniak writes. Always a bit of an
just go
edge for the
third person
Bears
on us?
when
Yes, he
Jared
did.
Goff plays in Chicago, especially late December. 4 games, 58% completion, 4 tutties, 6 picks, a fumble, 13 sacks, and a 67.8 quarterback rating. Last year at home, Soldier Field, swiped him twice, 4 sacks, 54 rating. Bears are taking down Jared Goff for the Lions at Soldier Field.
We just burp and say win-loss.
Yeah.
He's
But I
giving
like
us
this.
all these
I like
notes.
it.
It's
I like
awesome.
it. Week
yeah.
17, the night after Christmas, you host the Seahawks.
Right now, as I described on Fox last night, because I can't exclude the Packers and the Lions from being top contenders in the division and the Bears getting in there. So you're trying to get into a very full elevator. You are not even asking permission to get in there. You are throwing your elbows. I got to get on the elevator right now. So we're doing it on Amazon Prime because we're going to get some time off before the big one. And this is going to all take shape. Dub for the Bears. They knock out Seattle. in prime time.
And then finally, week 18,
This is it.
we head
What's
to
my?
Lambeau
I don't even know what my
don't.
record
You
is.
can't
I don't
tell
care.
him. You
Don't
can't
tell
tell
him.
him.
Wait, you got
You
it.
can't tell him.
No.
Wait, you got.
No,
Stop.
because then that could
Listen.
influence your decision.
Listen, you're not giving me what I want. You got to keep me straight. I'm sweating again.
No, it doesn't
Wait,
matter.
Well, you're not even waiting to let me finish. I'm not asking for the record. I'm asking for the patented Silvy. Stick with the exercise, Joniak. Give me that.
Stick with the exercise, Joniak. Pick the games one at a time. W or L.
I don't care if this game means the Bears are going to the playoffs or they're not. I don't care if the Packers are knocked out of the playoffs or not. I don't care who's starting at quarterback for either team. If Sylvie's back there at quarterback.
Oh,
or
no, we're
God
in
forbid
trouble.
Jalen Johnson's got to go under center. The Bears have to go into Green Bay and stop this agony since 2015 on Thanksgiving Day at Lambeau. Beat the Packers in Green Bay. Dub, we're going to the playoffs, baby.
They're
It sounds
sweet.
like 13-4 to
They're
me.
sweeping the Packers? Do you have them sweeping the Packers?
Why
Yes, he
not?
does.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Why not? Add it up. What did he have? I'm thinking it was
I thought
13.
you did
I
it.
wasn't writing it down. I was
got
just
it.
listening.
Oh, you got it?
I didn't write them down. So
I didn't either.
All right. So the official Jeff Joniak recap on the scheduling game. He has the Bears going 12-5.
12-5.
That's reasonable.
That's only one
reasonable.
game better than
did-
last year.
It did
Right.
sound like much higher.
It did.
You certainly did.
Yeah. Let's recap where the losses were. The Texans
Texans, Rams.
The Rams.
He had him reeling off 6 in a row.
Right. And then the Vikings one is the one that I think he started to feel
Vikings.
like he was getting a little.
Vikings, Lions, and 49ers
Right.
were the other
I
ones.
think he pulled it back in with the Vikings because I think he thought he was getting out of hand and he didn't want them having a 7-game win
No,
streak.
I have L on my sheet. So at Minnesota, I did not.
He was
change
feeling
my
the fever. See, don't you feel better after doing that
See,
exercise?
it sounds like he already prepped for this.
No,
no, this is
I
totally
prepped-
off the cuff.
No. I did not prep for last year's in the manner I did for this year's. I definitely, I have notes. I have thoughts and how things could go. So, and even at the beginning of the season, frankly, so the Colts host Houston week 1, then the Bears get Houston week 2, and then the Colts get Green Bay before the Bears get them in Indianapolis. So, yeah, no, a lot of things could change at the top too. It just depends who you play, when, who's healthy, who's not. All I got to say is, I love the NFL for this schedule. I know some people are panning the schedule. What's going on? Why is there no division game until week 11?
I love
Now,
that.
I think it's fantastic.
Me
I know
too.
Pittsburgh's in the same boat. Now, I want this to be the case now because you are driving the intrigue because you're not going to know really about your team. As I said, the season begins week 11 because Green Bay, Minnesota, and Detroit have done a number on the Bears in the division over the years. So let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Got
go.
to start, and then you're going to learn a lot about. You got to build a win. You got to get that feeling going with this team with a young quarterback and young pieces. Again, learning how to win. They started the process the end of last year. Oh gosh, I'm exhausted. I don't even.
That's
No,
great.
you're
I
saving
need
your
a
energy.
I need a cigarette after that.
I've never had a cigarette, but boy, I could use one right now.
Yes.